right, Coach, they've got right around 100,000 packed in here like sardines at AT&T Stadium. And with the roof closed and the bottled waters flowing, figures to be a loud and raucous atmosphere in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Mike's 5-4. Double dog. That's the way.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second rounder from Penn State. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off the Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check nine.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Watch the twist. Tighten up. Go. Get out there. 26.
Prescott now. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Going to 53.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. Oh, he's got... There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Eagles 0.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
53.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
I can't believe they let you play. They even let you play. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Xavier Woods with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Watch the safety. 27. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the slant.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's it, baby.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Crunch. 26. Crunch.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think the teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Go. 180. Check 53. Watch the run. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge. Hey, stash.
On first down, Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. A gain of 6 there on first.
Marquise Goodwin. A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Pick it up. 36.
Liz 5-3. 5-9.
Throwing is Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Keep playing hard.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty positions.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. These two teams all tied after one.
Switch gears, switch gears.
We're going to 54, wide in.
Go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Gun.
Hey,
We're going to 54, wide in.
Under 10, 10.
Now on 2nd and 16, Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys.
Here we go. 51, wide in.
Mike 51. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
All day, just like that.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We're going to 53.
Tight dog.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Mike 57. Let's go, defense. Our time.
On first down, it's Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. He runs. Check.
Under.
53's Mike.
They'll try to throw now.
I'm here all day.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Go.
A good pickup there at 22. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Eagles 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The 29-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Right here. Let's go. Sponge.
Other side, solid.
Go.
Mike, 55. Check,
Now
55, Mike.
Wentz. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll have a first down past the 40. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
Mike.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
He don't want it.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Yeah, baby.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun, looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball?
I'm coming for you, son.
If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Wentz now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside.
All day,
Another
baby,
good
let's
gain.
go.
That's now
Let's
35
go.
yards combined on those last two plays.
Check 53's Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. 57, 57.
50,
Ram.
53. Watch the run, watch the run. Check, check, check. Let's go, let's go. And we got
Wentz
Mike,
now on
number
first
53.
down.
Mike, 53. Army.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go, here we go. Check.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, kill. Hey, Alpha.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Wentz to throw again.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Man
We take
open,
wins
it's
home.
Goodwin. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
All day, dog. Check for it.
Lefty.
Now Wentz again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Good job, Heavy.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You just feel it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go, 47. Check 99. Check 99. Check 13. Gun. 26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
He wasn't ready.
Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
You don't want no problem.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And an alley to run.
Go, run.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill, turn it up.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott.
Run.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and that'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
We own them.
Check 26.
Kill.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here we go.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's a party now.
57.
From the red zone now, Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Elliott, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Elliott. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
47. Watch the curl. Undercut.
On 2nd down now. Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard,
hey, that's the way you
his
finish,
second
boy.
touchdown on the season.
Yeah,
and the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz throwing the out route and complete. That's Goodwin.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still important because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win.
You ain't doing nothing
right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Right there in the middle, 55. I got it.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. This is caught by Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
I got him.
Again, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Sacramento Condors and the New Orleans Saints. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Mike's 5-4.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, watch that, watch. Blue draw Corkers. 54. Hard, 54. Hard. Hey, check.
Out.
Big Rivers.
Off play action. Bowman. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They run with Washington, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
You didn't want that? On the set.
Third down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Rabbit. Mike, check.
Go.
59.
From the gun,
Wild Bill.
Cooper's got it. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace.
Here we go.
Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Focus, defense, focus.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Washington. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Open man is Ross, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Hey, watch the screen.
Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bowman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
All day, baby, all day.
At their own 37-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
53 is
Now
the
a
Mike.
handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside
Let's go.
run sets up a very
That's how we
manageable
do, D.
second
That's
down.
how we do. They don't
a very
want none.
solid
They don't
gain
want
on
none
that
of this.
play.
At the 40.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53's Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the twist. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Squeeze, double. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here we go, D.
Manziel.
Here I come.
The open man is Clark, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Ready.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Manziel. It's caught, Smith. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those clicks.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first and 10. They'll start the drive with Washington. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cooper was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Mike 5-4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again. Bowman. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And 10 yards to go.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up third and 10.
Strong right. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Operating from the gun. Bowman. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Ready, break.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Ready up.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Watch the screen.
Hey, seam 6.
Watch the screen.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
It's our time.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Guys, it's our time. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Yes.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Here's Manziel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Ready, set.
At the 28-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Alert.
Score Saints 7, Condors nothing.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Looking to throw on second down. Bowman nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go
This
now.
offense so far on third
Check,
down,
watch 54,
just 1
watch
for 3 thus far. This will be a tough third and 18.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, Bowman. And it's complete. Henry. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Come on. For real.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's second and 8.
Watch the slack.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
On third down, Bowman. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get it.
Delta.
Check three. 53's the mic. 50.
Second and 5.
Go, Chad.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack,
Oh, my
baby.
goodness.
Sack,
Was that a
baby.
defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can
ready.
hear my
Mike
smile on
5'4".
that play.
Mike's 5'4".
General West.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hit it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
All day.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike, 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Alert 2. Alert 3.
He'll look to throw.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Go take that victory now. Go take that victory now, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's it, baby. Game time.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Right there. 50, right there. 54
They go with
Mike.
Washington to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Let's go. Let's do
They
this.
were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
Eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing.
Mike, check,
I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
We played to
18
win.
yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
18 Gator, X3, 218 Chopper.
Check 30.
Hey, Charlie.
37.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Check, Ken Logo.
Mike, check. 53's Mike.
Here I come.
Now.
Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go.
From
Let's
8
go.
yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Coming to you,
Already down
coming to
2
you.
touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Rock it. Yo, go.
Kill.
Look at me. Dog. Go.
He's coming.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making,
Here we go.
everything has to be a little bit
70,
quicker.
Indy.
Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Let's go, D.
Hey, exit.
Long day offense. It's going to be a long day. Switch it.
Ready. Bang.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10.
Shift.
And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Right there.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
18.
The chance of wasting this great starting field
53's the
position,
mic.
a real
53's
threat.
the mic.
This is third and long.
You better be afraid. Big Griffin.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Ricky.
Now Wentz. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Good job.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on, fellas.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Mike.
Tokyo.
9.
We got double up.
Buzz.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Shotgun now for
Man,
Wentz.
I got you. Man, I got you.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Here we go.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here we go. Set. 80 weapon. 8 read.
Target.
Let go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Go.
Hey, get in the weight room.
53's the Mike. 50.
Hey, foxtrot. Hit it.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Check 50.
Mike's 50. Mike's
On
59.
third and long, it's Wentz.
Good pass.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Come on, Olave.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Check 53's Mike.
Come on, D.
Check your hot read.
Look at me. Zip, get it.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Run.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
I know you
Third
feel
quarter
that.
and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Trying to collect.
Alert flare.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 4.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, dude.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Here we go.
17 there and a New Orleans
go.
first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
53, Mike.
Check.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
You see me out here? That's
Cooper was the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern, maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
49, check that. Check 49.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
On the double. 53-61, matchbox light.
Pick it up, defense.
Hey,
Let's go.
orbit.
Wide.
You're out.
Get wide.
Check 52.
Yeah. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Running it, Washington. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Keep playing
This
hard,
run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. To rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your...
It's caught at the 10. And touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And his guys are able to get a score back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Are you're going slow clap on me?
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Robinson's got it. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, wahoo! 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Check.
Now.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Second and 10. And that's incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 41 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You remember me? You remember me?
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marcus Davenport. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. With now 3 week-run touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Wentz.
Ready?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown,
Great
New
job.
Orleans.
Touchdown for days.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Wentz now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Give me the ball every time, fellas.
New
I'm going to score.
A great effort there. 46 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
The score, Saints 66, Condors 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
And 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next to score, Saints 73, Condors 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, fellas. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final? And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there. 59 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Wentz now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
There we go. Let's go. Let's go.
13-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Saints, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.